Right now, it's just about to be 12 p.m. and I'm your host, Dr. Seema Jain. I'm a SEBI registered research analyst, partner to all major stockbroking firms, and founder and chief mentor at StockPro. So, how are you guys doing? I'm sure you're making good money. And my today's webinar is all about, what I'm just doing a live trading in commodity, and also I've been emphasizing a lot upon it that making money in commodity market is much easier, and a lot of factors are associated with it, suitable to all those who are doing a full-time job, and as you get longer trading hours, right? So if you're not trading in agri commodities which close by 5:30, if you're trading in silver, gold, crude, and any other base metal, um, the market for commodity closes by 11:30, and you don't need to hunt from a massive number of stocks. The margin required are very less, right? You can even start trading with something as small as about 4-5,000 rupees, and not much manipulation is possible in prices. Why? Because it's international. These are international commodities, right? So what is the requirement for profitable trading in commodity? So first and foremost, you should understand the factors which influence the commodity market. You should also understand how the inventory of crude, base metal, or natural gas affects the price. If it is, in the live market, you should know about that, and you should be able to use that volatility for making good amount of money. The third is different websites which you can use for charting and other informations. You should be aware of it. Where do you need to check inventory? Where do you need to plot? Because if you look into the graph, it doesn't come out continuous. And then fourth is you should have a rock solid setup for entry and exit. So this is the trade that I'm right now in. I'm holding 3 lots of MIS. You can see the order as well. I have given 3 lots of I've bought 3 lots MIS, in silver. And now what I want to show you before I proceed on anywhere, this is a place, which was very crucial for silver, because yesterday it bounced from the same place, which is 4,612 twice. And today, while I'm making this video for you, it has broken that with volumes, right? And that shows a lot of weakness in the stock. And just compare you know the buyers and the sellers. The ratio is pretty much significant, like it's quite significant ratio. And if you see, the ratio is not moving at all, right? It's if you say 1:2, the ratio is almost 1:2. So that means the sellers are pretty aggressive right now, right? Sellers are pretty aggressive right now. So what is going to be my target in silver? And something, it's you don't you I have we have a stock pro bang on setup, which gives us a very accurate entry and exit. So the profits right now are running into 5,000. So let me just tell you what could be my target, right? So target, one of the way that I look for the target is pivot point, and in basically silver, my target always is 200 points. But today, because there is such a huge ratio between the buyers and the sellers, my target is even way higher. It has broken the pivot also with volumes, right? So that means there is a pretty lot of weakness in silver as of now. And let's look from the past data. I'm going to make it a little bigger time frame so that I can see where are the past support and the resistances. And let me remove all the lines that exist as of now, so that we get anyway, it has broken the, now this next target is 45,000 triple seven, right? Or to be on a safer side, 45,800 is going to be the target. And if it breaks this pivot, which is my time frame is right now 1 hour time frame, if it breaks that, I'm expecting it to give me another 100 points, right? So my personal choice is always trading in silver, because I find silver has good amount of volatility, good amount of volumes, good amount of, now see the ratio is even more than 1:2, right? While I'm talking to you and I'm trading, I know that the sellers have become very aggressive. right? And I want to enjoy that full benefit. I'm not going to, you know, lose out on the momentum that I'm getting right now. So first target is going to be now 45,800, and if it breaks 45,775, then what I'm expecting will be a low of this point, right, which is going to be, let me mark it, this is going to be the next support, right? 45,665. That's going to be the next support, right? So right now the sellers are hugely aggressive. The sellers are hugely aggressive, right? And if it breaks that, then the next support is going to come at 45,000, right? Somewhere here, that's where we will get the next support, or on this pivot you can say, right? Somewhere here you will get the next support, right? So anyway, let me, I mean, I'll book profit very soon. I'm just watching it while I'm talking to you. So what I'm saying, that if you're a working professional, you have no time to trade, you can't see your screen on a continuous basis when you are working, the best thing for you to do trading in commodity. And commodity is such a peaceful way of trading, because you don't need to search. Like, as my personal choice, I prefer to trade, rather than any stock, I prefer to trade in silver, right? Silver is my favorite, right? Out of crude, gold, nickel, etc., silver is my personal favorite. And you will see over here I've put all many lot, but my personal favorite where I would like to trade, now it has broken 45,800 as well, right? It's on the pivot. So another 5-7 minute, if it breaks the pivot for the massively, or with massive volumes, then I'm expecting it to go to another 100 points down, right? So once you're back from the office, let's say you're back from and let me also tell you one more thing. The highest movement come in any of the commodity after 6:30. That's the precise time when you reach home, and you get some time after that, and easily you can make, you know, some good amount of money. So where are we right now? Sorry, let me have a look. So 8,000 rupees, not bad, not bad on an investment of about 40,000 rupees. 8,000 rupees is not bad. So because what I'm looking right now is the ratio, right? The buyers and the sellers ratio has gone very drastically down, right? If you see, it's become more than double, right? If you remember, when I started making video, this was 1,200 plus and this was 600. Now this is 500 or 400 something, and this is 11,000 something, right? So the volumes are of the sellers are aggressively increasing, and hence I'm expecting, see, it is breaking the next support level also with massive volumes, right? So if those levels are broken, I'm expecting another 100 points, right? So not bad, not bad. I'm just while I'm making my video, I'm talking to you, I'm just telling you that how simple. It's very simple. There are, see, what you can do is, in commodities there are crude, gold, bullions, then you have crude, then you have silver, you have gold, you have nickel, you have natural gas, and then you have some base metals. So base metal, I find alumina have the least volumes. I like to trade in something which has good volumes, right, where the liquidity is not a problem. So I have worked out on each of them, and I've figured out that the best commodity to trade in is silver, right? So I prefer to trade in silver, and it's not very aggressive or volatile. It just has a certain trend, and you need to be aware of the international market, what's happening in the international market, what's happening in the international news and the international markets. If you're aware of that and you have a good technical setup, you can easily make good amount of money, right? So I think that's about it. I will be booking my profit soon. I'm just waiting right now. It's 12:07, so I'll be waiting for about another few minutes, because still the ratio has become little better, but it hasn't completely demolished, you know, like it is not 1:1 yet, right? So one more, and look at this candle, like look at this candle if you can. This is open equal to high. That means there are only sellers from this candle onwards, right? They are quite aggressive in their selling stance, right? And which was exactly the point where it has broken the low of yesterday, right? So I'm expecting another push for silver in the downward direction, and if it doesn't come in another 5-7 minutes, I'm going to close my position and I'll probably look for another opportunity, maybe on a buy side, maybe on a sell side. My system will tell me. So the bang on system is extremely important for you, so that you can actually take a good entry, right? So let me just show you where did I take an entry. 46,259, right? 46,259, roughly about 500 points above, right? So where was that point? You can see that I have marked 46,000, 46,259, right? 46,259. So where is 46,259? Somewhere here. So how did I take this entry? You know, my system, which is definitely bang on, which gives me pretty good entry and exit, 259, somewhere here, right? This is the place where I took entry. My first target was the low of these candles, because I knew if this low is not broken, it'll take a bounce, because it did that yesterday. And the next target for me was, once it's broke, it was the next pivot, and once it broke the pivot, my target was the previous support and resistance. And if this support and if this support is broken, then what will happen? I have basically nothing much in between, right? I will expect a free fall for another 300-400 points, right? That's what I'm expecting in case this is broken with volume, right? So I'm going to hold my video for a minute, and so for a few minutes, and update you in a few minutes, after, you know, once some time passes by, then I'm going to update you. But look at this candle, right? In commodity, candlestick pattern matters a lot, right? Open equal to high means there are only sellers, there are no buyers, right? So, and look at the ratio, right? Again increased, 1:2. So I'm pretty negative as of now, and I expect my trade to give me good profit. So I'm holding. I'll get back to you in another. Right now you can see time is 10 past 12. So another few minutes, I'll be back here and start my recording. So right now it's again about 12:21. I have taken a break of about 15 minutes in between, and look at how the movement has taken place, right? So it's pretty good right now. I'm already in this profit with an investment of about some 43 or 40,000 rupees. So it's not that, you know, what's the amount that I'm owning, but what is important is whether my trade is correct or not correct, right? If I have taken the correct entry or not taken the correct entry, that matters a lot, right? So if your entry is correct, if your all parameters are fitting in fine, and then you trade, there is no way that you will incur losses, right? So before I proceed, you know, I also would like you to also know that this is my website, this is my Telegram channel, StockPro official, and it has as of now 63,000 members. And I give, you know, my research a day in advance, like you get the stocks well in advance, a day before, you know, that buy which stocks to buy and what stocks to sell. And in the live market also I give stocks, like I give Muthoot Finance, it just gave about 2 points, not what my first target is 3 points. Then I have given MGL, I have given, which has given good about 7-8 points. Then I have given Godrej CP, that has also given about 2.5 points, right? So this is a very very accurate research that we do, and we have a lot of good stocks that move in a certain direction, where we have a research team which filters out the best of the stocks. And see already in front of you, everything is live. There is only one trade that I've done. There is no scope of, you know, doing any kind of. So I think now my target was 1,000 points. Let me put my target and be ready, because I don't want to fall to the greed, and I want to be, you know, booking the profit very soon. So I'm going to put this as 42,000 45,200, right? I'm just another few minutes, and I'm going to book my profit, and close my position, because my today's target was 15,000 rupees in this stock, this particular trade, and I am hoping that I will get it. Right now we are at 14,500. I'm definitely hoping that the kind of struggle between bulls and bears is on. I must get that amount of profit, right? So from the past data, as I told you, what is the past data telling me? The next support, let me just mark it for you. Sorry. Comes at what place? Next support is coming at this place, right? Exactly at 45,000, right? Which is about another 200, 300 points below this place, right? So let me convert it back into 15 minutes and see how far we are from our target. So we are pretty far as of now, right? So I still believe I have made good amount of money, 13,000 or so. So not a bad deal today. Let me just close my positions, and here, if this low is broken again, right, then I'm definitely expecting this. So I'll let me just hold for 5 more minutes, right? 5 or 10 more minutes. I'll hold my position and sell it again. I mean, restart my video once it breaks this level. Otherwise, I'll book the profit right in front of you, and then we can talk about various things about commodity. So right now it's about 12:36. I started my trade at about what time did I trade? My first order was at 11. Almost 1.5 hours have passed. Profit is 11,000 something, right? I have got no capacity to hold it anymore. And there is a doji which is forming, and the fight that I'm looking at, slowly the buyers are picking up from the sellers. So I'm just another few minutes I will be booking profits, right? So once again, I find it way more peaceful to trade in commodity than I find equity. And my personal favorite is silver, right? So every time I am in silver, almost every time I have made money. So it's kind of my lucky charm as well. And probably my wavelength has got matched with silver, and hence I always find the correct trade and correct entry, and of course with this help of my setup. But there is no fear when I'm trading in silver, because somehow I've understood the way it's going to move, why it's going to move, what are the reasons, what is going to be the, where will it stop, and everything, all those things. So see here how beautifully it has taken a resistance from the pivot point, right? So I entered somewhere here when the low of today's low was broken, right? So maybe I'm repetitive today, but I think all these points are pretty important. When you see a important support getting broken with volumes, means it's a good indication that the commodity is heading in the downward direction, right? With good profit. So I think within few more minutes, I will be booking, right? So one last update in few minutes. I'm holding the recording, and I'll be back soon. So finally, I'm closing my position. Now I see some kind of a buying coming in. So I will be closing at my whatever price that I get. I'm in good profit. So let me just close my position, whatever I get, right? I've put my order. Let's see. Right. So let me just have a look if I would like to change my order, modify, and see what is happening here. It has come at 78. Would I like to change my order? Let me just finish it. 90, and I'm done. Right? On 90, it's done. My profit has been booked at 11,535. we are over with our trade, right? So there is no position. There 3 lots I bought and 3 I have sold, and good profit done. I'm done for the trade. So hope you enjoyed it, and if you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and join my Telegram channel, because you will get a lot of unidirectional trades every day with good profitability, which move consistently in a particular direction. So today my trade is Colpal, right? My trade is Colpal, Colgate Palmolive, and also I have traded in PEL, right? PEL is just heading in the downward direction nicely, one step at a time, and giving it a good breakout. So that's it for today, guys. We'll meet again. I'll If I find another good trade in silver, probably I'll make another video for you, and we'll continue from there. Right? Bye bye. Take care. See you. See you soon.